We're set for football to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. James Prochet to return it. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll throw on first down with Jackson being chased out left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson on the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That catch good for only a couple. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep.
Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throw out wide, caught by Pascal. And he's got some space here. Touchdown! Zach Pascal, 75 yards.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's a score you felt they had. To have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On third down, Jackson dancing to his left.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And the catch made by Hilton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he's got this down to the 35. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's completed pass, he was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set him back 5. On second down now, it's Hines. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Pascal's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the IN. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 51 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to and my goodness, another interception. It's the sack master, Justin Houston.